Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another magical moon message. The moon is in Scorpio, and secrets is coming out. Someone just gave me a weird ass look because I'll be a weird as hell. And you about to uncover the hidden wisdom of your power. Moon in Scorpio is wisdom. It's not always hidden, but we're taking depth, psychology in context. It also represents darkness. And if you think it's a coincidence that as we head into a balsamic phase, that is a certain someone's lunar return, that he gets blocked. Remember, balsamic phase is where the moon is behind the sun. It's a dark period, entering a period of darkness, and the Leo rising Sag moon light is being blocked. So very comical. Enjoy the show, guys. A lot of people are looking at these current events and feeling hopeless and feeling lost when you're breathing air. You can see you're alive. Do you know there's certain people who don't even have food to eat today, and you're depressed because you had the luxury of watching news on multimedia that most people in the world can't even fucking afford? How blessed you are. Anyway, let me just remind you, you have everything to be grateful for, and you have to be more hopeful now than ever. The rhetoric around this is weird as hell. Talking about, oh, this person's winning, this person's losing, when, if anything, a lot of people are ready to give up as the war is just starting. Come on, don't fall for the okie doke, guys. The only reason why false narratives are desperately employed is because you have so much power, they have to blind you from it. Regardless of who you are, the same false narratives that they're pitching to you, they're pitching to other people who don't even agree with what you do. That's what both of y'all share in common. After all, they need false narratives to divide you all. So let's not be divided. Let's just mention the facts. And remember, whether we like it or not, we all in this bitch together. Saturn in Aquarius is a literal collective test for us to get over our differences and make stuff work before aliens invade us all for real, even though they've already invaded us and our last two presidents are aliens themselves. Other than that, one thing that we need to just keep clear off the bud. Be very mindful about language and words used to deceive you. False presuppositions will fuck your whole world up because you're now using words that paint a picture that aren't even true. A lot of people are saying, oh, will Trump still win? Will Trump still win? Will Biden still win? And it's like that, the winning and losing is done. Election day has already been done. Okay, there's already been a winner. And if you know what's up, you know Trump won. So this is not about who's winning. If you're looking at the TV, you're looking at a staged coup. Everything that's happening is not just happening. And so these false presuppositions make you realize and set up an illusion, Neptune and Pisces, that's not even happening because you're playing and feeding in to false narratives. Okay? And let's just break this down. Whether you feel like there was rigging or not, I'm not really being a dead horse. This is current events that I'm contextualizing to add with the astrology. The fact of the matter is, false narratives are employed so you get caught up with false presuppositions. And one thing that I want to remind you all is that people are doing what they're doing. For example, Senator Hawley and also Ted Cruz, because it's the right thing to do. Not because they're trying to win, because they're doing their job. Something that is so rare in politics to actually see is very appreciated. So, you know, a lot of y'all might look at people like them and be like, oh, they lost at the end of the day. But did they really? Because it is far better to be ridiculed and have to suffer for speaking the truth, not your truth, the truth, than to be celebrated and applauded for believing a fucking lie. Listen, if I tell you that I am a white, big titty chick named Jolene, you need to smack me in the face and snap me back to reality. don't enable my lies to myself and have me cancel out who I really am. You're not making me feel inclusive. You're not making me feel special. There's one element of at least acknowledging my mental state, but you're just enabling insanity. And that's not respectful. It's satanic and it's demonic. Versus if, I don't know, you watching this get ridiculed for speaking the truth or living the truth, count it all joy when you go through trials and tribulations. That means you're showing yourself what you're made of. So I'm just here once again to rally up your spirits. A lot of people think I'm a fucking Trump supporter because I don't denounce Trump. And it's like, I didn't even vote with the party affiliation. I'm me, okay? I'm the peace dealer, Mr. Archangel Michael. So it is what it is. Don't think you can approach me because we might have different beliefs. That's the whole purpose of having different beliefs, so that instead of talking behind each other's backs, we can engage in dialogue and understand more. There are things that you experience that I will never know until you tell me. And you can't do that if you get so angry with me. You give into these false narratives to believe that I'm some racist coon and sellout that wants to suck the white man's dick all day. When in reality, we could actually be good friends. It is what it is. The moon is in Scorpio, baby. We're getting ready for a very dangerous balsamic moon with the moon in Sagittarius, balsamic square Neptune in Pisces. There are going to be a lot of lies told, and there's not too much of an influence to counter those lies. What's happening to President Trump is something similar to you being on a social media platform and someone airs out your dirty laundry, which is a lie, but blocks you so you can't respond. It's gonna be stuff like that. But let's not make this just about him. This applies more to you than anyone you see on TV. You are going to manifest the 11th house to this Capricorn sun, the full total wisdom of your superpowers. Because it's one thing to know how to use your superpowers, Moon in Gemini. It's another thing to master your superpowers, Moon in Virgo. But it's another thing entirely after mastering these abilities to come into the full wisdom, to come into the secret understanding, and to come into the final transformation as this cycle ingrains itself into your psyche. You see, it's very easy for a lot of people to get angry at what you believe and do. It's a lot harder to have a heart-to-heart with someone and see where they stand, because that requires courage, and people would rather be cowards and justify their cowardice by gossiping, because that's cool, that's mature, that's not childish, right? Whatever. Anyway, this is a very important conclusion of a very important character test that has revealed true colors yet again. And yet people are so naive to this, they don't even realize they've given themselves away. Why would they? We've made a whole culture normalizing stupidity. But hey, it is what it is. Let me not come off as condescending for just telling the truth. As JP Sears nailed it, the PC police has every intent to just dumb us the fuck down. Well, for those of you who would not like your intelligence, what's that called? For those of you who would not like your intelligence insulted, take a day like today and tomorrow to go within. You'll be surprised. A lot of the answers you have will be from people who share ideas and beliefs that differ from yours. Try not to oversaturate yourself with opinions and ideas and perspectives that only align with what you believe. We call that confirmation bias. Sometimes you need to understand another person's point of view to see why they're wrong, or why you're wrong. Yes, but count it all joy if you come into the truth. It's better to be wrong and come into the truth than right and not know you're wrong. Other than that, it's not about right or wrong. It's about being real, and it's about keeping it real, and it's about staying true. Something that most people in this day and age are still terrified to do. Do you think Isaac Cappy was the only whistleblower in Hollywood who knew about the injustices and pedophilia happening in Hollywood? No, he just had the courage to expose it, and now he's dead. It's so very easy for others to just keep it and keep the fame, but you have to honor people who stand for truth, knowing well the backlash they'll get. And this is a theme I want you to really keep for the moon in Scorpio, because this is going to also reveal to you the right influences that belong with this state of ascending character. Since this Capricorn season proceeded, a new moon in Sagittarius, ascension cycle, beautiful Venus is 29 degrees. Oh, Venus sexy as hell. And you women looking gorgeous. Y'all women always look gorgeous. But y'all just looking, ooh, stop it. Stop slaying us. Stop, for real. Stop. Please, stop. But yeah, it's going into Capricorn. Better get that credit score right, because you wouldn't even be able to talk to these women if it ain't right. Other than that, yeah. This is really going to take narratives around love and romance and beauty to literally the next level. Start to ground it constructively. If you really are into someone, or you really want to make something work with someone, then work with that someone. See how you can incorporate them into your business plans. You do have a business plan, right? Get serious now. Other than that, I have nothing but overwhelming love for y'all. And that's more a figure of speech, because I think about everything mentally in my head, but I do mean it. And I'm just so overjoyed with the developments that the end of this Capricorn season is going to bring, and how much in a short transit you're going to realize you've been able to fully activate a certain aspect of your superpowers. Don't listen to the energies subconsciously, indirectly or directly, trying to deter you from the fact that you have abilities. Anyone trying to make you or allude that you're crazy or weird are influences you need to weed out. They don't belong in your life. 11th house energy. Any ones that do, listen to the wisdom that they bring forth through you. Y'all stay blessed as always. And until next time. Actually, you're straight. The last thing I'll say is that major secret revelations with the moon trining Neptune in Pisces are going to shock you to the core. Because remember, this moon is still opposing Uranus and is squaring Saturn in Aquarius. And you may not like what comes out, or you may not be able to understand what comes out, but wait until the moon goes into Sag and it comes into light. And then once we have the new moon in Capricorn, it's time to go. This is a mega evolution and activation. And leading into it, the trine to Neptune is going to reveal synchronicities, especially regarding certain love interests that should inspire you to shoot your shot. Even if you think you'll go nowhere with it, it'll still lead to another unexpected detour, or right into the heart of who you may want to be in the heart of. Just don't be a coward. Believe in yourself. And with that moon trine to Neptune, you're going to really uncover transcendent secrets about who you are and what you can do that only you can understand, and others such who speak your language. I wish I could put that into better words, but expect even deeper breakthrough to add to the initial breakthrough with the moon in Libra. The fact that false narratives have to be employed means that, these people are pretty scared. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to, run a $100,000 plus campaign and production to lie to you. But we know how the news do. Fake news. Other than that, you stay blessed as always. Remember that the ultimate source you have exists between you and God. Just look up in the sky. The stars never tell no lies. Peace.